The ocean hides titans you can barely even imagine. Beneath the floor, there were creatures larger than buses and planes that once dominated the depths. Some still roam the seas, while others vanished eons ago. From ancient giants to today's enormous marine beasts, the ocean is full of record-breaking life. And today, we look at the 15 largest sea creatures that ever existed. Let's start on this list with number 15, Basking shark. This shark ranks as the second largest shark and fish on the planet, right behind the whale shark. But despite its enormous size, it's a slow-moving, harmless filter feeder. Its name comes from how it often cruises calmly near the surface, like it's sunbathing in the ocean. These sharks are easy to spot, thanks to their torpedo-like bodies, pointed snouts, and gaping mouths that can stretch over 3 feet wide. Their rough-textured skin tends to be grayish-brown, sometimes speckled with white blotches. While not quite as massive as their whale shark cousins, basking sharks can still grow up to 8 meters long, which is nothing to scoff at when you're sharing the same water. If you've ever wondered why their mouths are always open, it's because they swim with them wide to scoop up plankton. Their gills filter what they need and push the rest out. It's simple, efficient, and strangely peaceful for something so intimidating in size. Number 14. Leedsichthys. Let's talk about a sea creature with a name that's tough to pronounce and even tougher to pin down in size. Leedsichthys is one of those prehistoric fish that's left scientists scratching their heads. Early guesses put it at about 9 meters long, but not exactly record-breaking. Then more fossils showed up, and some estimates ballooned up to 30 meters. These days, the consensus lands around 16 meters. The issue is that his fish didn't fossilize cleanly. A big chunk of its body, including the outer surface, wasn't made of bone, so preserved remains are incomplete. Still, it's agreed that Leedsichthys was a filter feeder, probably cruising seas like a slow-moving plankton vacuum. Its fossils have turned up in places like England, France, and Germany, suggesting it had quite the range. Despite being a gentle giant, it remains one of the least understood sea creatures from the Jurassic era, largely because nature didn't give us enough leftovers to study. Number 13. Cameroceras. The best way to describe this alien-looking creature on our list is to picture an octopus's head and body crammed inside a cone-shaped shell. That's essentially what this thing looked like, as confirmed by its fossil record. This extinct genus of giant cephalopods existed around 470 to 440 million years ago. These marine creatures were among the most dominant beasts of their time, and their sheer size and bizarre anatomy made them a recurring topic in paleontology circles. It's believed that its tentacles extended from its head and were used to seize prey. As for its vision, it likely had large, highly developed eyes to detect targets in ancient seas. Fossils closely related to nautiloids have been uncovered in present-day North America, Europe, and parts of Asia, evidence of their widespread distribution. Its tentacles likely pulled prey into a beak-like mouth strong enough to crush shells. The shell alone was about 5 meters long, and with its body included, reached about 6 meters overall. So thanks to dear God, it's not anymore. Number 12. Ichthyosaurus. Here's another legendary marine beast from the ancient past. If you look at the Ichthyosaurus, your first thought might be, that looks like a dolphin. And to be honest, it kind of did. But this marine reptile was slightly bigger, measuring approximately 3.3 meters in length. Ichthyosaurs were ram feeders, and their body design wasn't built for steady swimming while catching food. Instead, they relied on rapid bursts of speed, quick, powerful surges that let them overtake prey and feed effectively. Their streamlined shape supported these short, high-energy dashes through the water. Fossils of Ichthyosaurus have been discovered throughout Europe, especially in the United Kingdom, and date back to the early Jurassic period. Though small in size compared to others on this list, they played a significant role in the early evolution of marine reptiles. Efficient, agile, and deadly in the water, they were the best blend of speed and purpose. Number 11. Plesiosaurus. One of the most recognizable features of ancient marine reptiles, whether on land or in the sea, was an extremely long neck. We've seen this over and over in prehistoric life, and when it comes to aquatic species, the Plesiosaurus is easily one of the most iconic examples. Part of its fame comes from the fact that we've actually uncovered complete skeletons of it. Multiple, in fact. That's pretty rare. Ironically, though it's famous for that long neck, the Plesiosaurus itself wasn't all that massive. It measured only around 3.5 meters in length. Still big, sure, but not as large as many others on this list. That said, it must have been a fascinating creature to see gliding through prehistoric oceans, head stretching forward as it searched for prey. Its flippers were built like underwater wings, letting it move smoothly through the water. Even with all the marine giants we've discovered, the Plesiosaurus stands out for that graceful, almost alien design. Number 10. Whale shark. When you think of sharks, your brain probably jumps straight to Jaws and ocean attacks, but the whale shark flips that image completely. It's the largest shark in the world and also one of the most peaceful. Growing up to 18.8 meters long, this spotted giant cruises through tropical oceans with zero aggression. Despite its massive size, it's a filter feeder that dines mostly on plankton and tiny fish. Its wide, flat mouth scoops up water as it swims, and its gills filter out the food. They're harmless to humans, and are often filmed swimming alongside divers. In fact, people travel across the world just for the chance to swim next to one. It's one of those creatures that reminds us how big doesn't always mean dangerous. The whale shark is gentle, slow-moving, and built like a bus. If there's a king of chill in the ocean, this one holds the title. Number 9. Mosasaurus. Let's talk about a prehistoric creature that's seen a pop culture revival, the Mosasaurus. Thanks to Jurassic World, this marine reptile now lives rent-free in most people's heads. In the film, it leapt from the water to snatch dinosaurs mid-battle. While that was fiction, the Mosasaurus itself was very real and very large. Standard estimates place it at over 15 meters long, with multiple species across the globe. What sets this predator apart is its sheer power. Its jaw muscles were capable of crushing prey with staggering force. It dominated the prehistoric Atlantic Ocean and likely hunted anything smaller than itself, including members of its own species. Fossils suggest it wasn't just a killer, it was a cannibal when necessary. Despite going extinct around 66 million years ago, it was one of the last marine reptiles to disappear. It lived much closer to modern times than most dinosaurs, making it feel a bit more real and a lot more terrifying. Number 8. Giant Pacific octopus. We've already brought up squids, so now it's only fair to highlight the other iconic tentacled marine creature, the octopus. More specifically, the giant Pacific octopus, which holds the title for the largest octopus on Earth. And with a name like that, it better live up to it. While not quite as large as its squid relatives, it can stretch about 5 meters from head to base, and from tentacle tip to tip, it sometimes reaches over 6 meters in total span. One striking feature is its comfort in total darkness. These octopuses dive to nearly 2,000 meters beneath the surface, unbothered by the freezing cold and pressure. Despite this, they still end up caught or placed in aquariums, which is a bit sad considering how elusive and mysterious they are. Their deep-sea lifestyle, huge size, and long limbs make them a standout in any marine lineup, and they are. Number 7. Giant manta ray. While it's not the biggest sea creature out there, the giant manta ray still dominates its kind. Spotting one underwater is unforgettable. Its wingspan can exceed 7 meters, large enough to eclipse a full-grown diver with ease. Like blue whales, it's a filter feeder, scooping up zooplankton by gliding forward with its wide mouth open. Despite its size, It's totally harmless. But what makes it truly unique isn't just its bulk, it's how it moves. In deep waters, it tends to swim in long, straight patterns. In shallower regions, it weaves, glides, and sometimes even leaps clear out of the water. These rays have been known to flip, twist, and somersault in mid-air, sometimes in coordinated groups of 30 to 50 individuals. They even visit coral reefs to have parasites cleaned off their skin by smaller fish. It's strange, graceful, and cooperative behavior. Just another reminder that not everything enormous in the sea is built for fear. Some are just built to fly. Number 6. Liopleurodon. We've spent a lot of time on modern-day giants, but now it's time to flash back to a creature that ruled before humans even existed. Liopleurodon was one of the most famous marine reptiles from ancient times, thanks in part to documentaries and media that gave it a mythic reputation. While it was once dramatized as being over 25 meters long on TV, experts later corrected that. It was probably closer to 10 meters max. Even so, that's still massive. Its streamlined body and wide flippers made it an excellent swimmer, capable of swift underwater ambushes. Its jaw was packed with sharp teeth designed to rip through prey without hesitation. You wouldn't want to end up in front of it. Fossils suggest it lurked near coastal regions, ambushing anything that crossed its path. Whether it was fish or whatever wandered too close, Liopleurodon didn't play around. Number 5. Megalodon. This wasn't your average shark. It was a sea-born juggernaut. Clocking in at an estimated 15 meters long, it was far larger than today's great white. Some believe it could have been even bigger, but most reliable figures land around that size. This prehistoric predator had enormous razor-edged teeth, and its fossilized remains have been found in oceans all over the globe. It needed to consume several tons of food daily, which is why it likely turned to cannibalism when meals got scarce. Megalodon wouldn't hesitate to attack its own species if it meant survival. Eventually, colder ocean temperatures and a shrinking food supply likely pushed it toward extinction. Some say that's why it vanished. It couldn't keep up with the environmental changes. Of course, conspiracy theories and Hollywood films still cling to the idea that it's hiding somewhere in the deep. But scientifically speaking, the world probably saw the last of it ages ago. Number 4. Fin whale. We'll eventually be done with whales, but the fin whale deserves a moment. It's the second largest whale species alive today, just behind the blue whale, which still puts it high in the rankings of the planet's largest animals. It's a fast swimmer with a sleek body and can grow up to 26 meters long. What makes it even more fascinating is its range. It's found in nearly every ocean except the iciest ones. Like its larger cousin, the fin whale feeds mostly on tiny creatures like krill and small fish. That's a lot of weight running on microscopic fuel. But its history isn't all calm. During the 1800s and 1900s, commercial whaling targeted the fin whale heavily. It's estimated that more than 750,000 people were killed in the southern hemisphere alone over just 70 years. Conservation efforts have helped its numbers rebound, but recovery is slow. Number 3. Kronosaurus. Next up is another sea monster from the past that's captured plenty of curiosity, Kronosaurus. This predator stretched between 9 to 13 meters and was named after the Greek titan Kronos, probably because of how ruthless it looked. That reputation holds up, especially when you look at its teeth, huge, curved, and perfectly shaped for ripping into larger prey. Most scientists believe its powerful jaws were made to bite directly into big targets and rip off massive chunks. Native to the waters surrounding ancient Australia, the Kronosaurus had a massive skull, sharp teeth, and a muscular frame, making it a dominant force in its territory. One particularly gnarly fossil discovery showed a sea turtle inside its stomach, suffocated whole. It didn't chew, it just swallowed. Between its size, strength, and hunting style, it was nothing short of terrifying. Its presence in the ancient ocean definitely proved one thing. If you were smaller, you're the dinner. Number 2. Colossal squid. The colossal squid is another deep-sea heavyweight that might be even bigger than you'd expect. While some claim the giant squid is longer, certain estimates put the colossal squid between 10 and 14 meters, which would make it larger overall. Even if the length varies, there's no debate about its mass. It's heavier than the giant squid and packs more bulk. Interestingly, reports of this creature go back as far as the 1920s, but it wasn't until the 1980s that the first confirmed specimens washed ashore and were properly studied. That delay only highlights how little we still know about what's hiding beneath the surface. With eyes the size of dinner plates, arms lined with swiveling hooks, and a weight that can reach half a ton, the colossal squid isn't just another big cephalopod. It's a reminder that even now, parts of our ocean are unexplored. Number 1. Ocean sunfish. The fish may not be the longest fish, but its sheer size makes it hard to ignore. Weighing over 1,000 kilograms, it's wide, flat, oddly shaped, and somehow still elegant in motion. It's not shaped like a normal fish at all. Its tall and wide frame, combined with its thin body, makes it look almost like a swimming dish. Yet, thanks to this odd design, it's surprisingly buoyant and can cruise across oceans with ease. The weirdest part? Scientists still don't fully understand how or why it evolved this way. It's not fast or agile, but predators still think twice before messing with it. Only orcas, sea lions, and big sharks seem willing to take the challenge. You'll find sunfish in tropical and temperate waters all over the planet, often spotted basking near the surface. Despite its awkward look, the ocean sunfish has carved out a space where it thrives, unfazed by logic or appearance. If you found this video interesting, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see you very soon.